Welcome to the Daily Tarot Card Reading from Born Without Boundaries. I'm Michelle. This is Born Without Boundaries Tarot. How you doing? What's up, Trey? I hope you guys are doing good. Happy Thursday. This is a daily tarot card reading for all signs. How does that work? Because we're human. Hey, Mama. Hey, Shanna. Good morning. How does that work? You're drawn to it. You're drawn to it. That's how. If you're called to participate, if you're interested, if you're even curious, that's how it works. And it doesn't just have to work with astrology readings. It could work with like basketball live reels. Or like it does, like if you're called, what's up, Marb? It's calling you. That's how it works. Like I said, yeah, it's not just astrology. It's just how it works. So this reading is for everybody. Everybody wants to spend some time with me. Anybody who feels the need for a reading, there it goes, led right to your page. Exactly. It just if it calls to you, follow the curiosity, man. Follow it. This is a really shifting time. Ooh, especially for Gemini. Holy motherfucker. And Taurus, better watch out. Those readings were off the hook. I'm gonna tell you right now. Yesterday's readings kind of blew me out of the water. There's a lot of transition. What's up, Tree? That's my sister, everybody. T Santa. That's my sister. So, oh man, they were off the hook. I really love, I love all my readings because I feel like all of my readings shock me. And that's why I believe in what I do. But because like I don't have a clue in my head as to what's going to be coming out or... I used to open up with like a channeling experience, and I guess I could do that again, but I actually like the discovery of the energy just through pure cards. I just love it. So yesterday's energies were really shocking. Remember, wait, hold up. So today is, the moon is in, the color is purple. I still have to see that movie, The Color Purple. I've never seen it. I don't know if I should read the book first. Maybe I should watch the movie first. But the color of the day is purple. The moon is in Libra, right? A very important place for it because tomorrow the moon, hold on, enters Scorpio at 2:05 a.m. That's East Coast time. This book is written on Eastern Standard Time. So over here, it's like 11 at night. It's late at night tonight. The moon goes into Scorpio. You want to watch. The shit is going to hit the fan. And not the shit, and not in a bad way, but in like, all of a sudden, things are going to get like dark chocolate deep. It's going to go from like honey and milk chocolate to like deep, rich, and most people can't handle it. Like your feelings, your emotions, your sensations are going to be... really popping off. And there's just going to be a lot of things, I feel, uncovered, discovered. When the moon goes into Scorpio, first of all, you should know this. Venus is in detriment because Venus's home is in Taurus. And so the direct opposite of Taurus energy is in Scorpio. So it is in detriment when it goes into Scorpio. And the moon is at its fall position when it goes into Scorpio, right? Because both of these in Taurus are exalted or in a domicile, at home or exalted. The moon is exalted in Taurus. So at fall, it is vulnerable. Now, what does fall and in detriment mean? What it means is that it's vulnerable energy. Now, there's a power in vulnerability because it reveals things and it teaches us things. So it's really a time for us to know, to learn, and to discover. And when you're knowing, learning, and discovering in Scorpio, it's not going to be pretty shit. And not everybody has the stomach for it, number one. And number two, it's very magical. It's very powerful. It's very psychic. And this is really, especially, I was talking to Scorpios in the beginning of the week. I was like, this is when your power is going to be fucking fucked up, stupid powerful. And so whatever you go into, whatever you cast a spell on, you're going to get. So be very sure you know what you're getting, because you don't want to be stuck with this shit. Because it's powerful casting energy. Always, always powerful casting. It's just, what are we casting from? Are we casting from our God space, or are we casting from our fear? And that's something that we really need to be sure of. Because I feel like we will get some real bad karma that comes back around if we do stupid shit right now. But and I'm not trying to like spread fear. I'm just trying to let you know just how intense the energy is. Now, for Taurus or for Cancer, because the moon is going into Scorpio, the moon goes into Scorpio early, like I said, late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Venus enters Scorpio like afternoon tomorrow, or early evening over on the East Coast, depending on where you are. You could feel drained. It's not uncommon to feel drained when your ruling planetary energy goes into detriment or fall. It's not uncommon. But the intense scorpionic energy that's happening because of Pluto's placements and how it's exacerbating Mars, I'm just, guys, this is a very... I as an astrologer, I want to sit back and see what's going to happen this weekend with the moon in Scorpio as Venus goes into Scorpio too. I just want to sit back and understand and see. And I'm actually not afraid of it. I think it's fascinating. I just know the gravity and the power level of it. But Taurus is really, there's big turnarounds here. There's big turnarounds for Taurus. And this is a very vulnerable position for Taurus to be in. And I got a lot of self-doubt. And I got a lot of anger that was coming up in Taurus's reading yesterday. And I feel like all of this is coming up. And anything, Taurus, that you have really socked down and tried to bury, get ready for zombie time. Because that's what happens with Scorpio, the fucking dead walk. That's what happens. Anything you tried to bury, and I'm not even trying to say you were being malicious. With Taurus, it's usually I'm being responsible. I'm putting the impractical, I'm burying it. Guess what the fuck is going to come up? Because your feelings aren't really impractical. You know, what your desires aren't really impractical. This could also be a very sexual time, especially for Tauruses. You know, when Venus is in Scorpio, anybody with a natal chart, Venus in Scorpio, intensely obsessive desire and need for connection, for commitment, for loyalty in love and sexual expression. And with the moon there too, absolutely like wrapped up emotionally completely wrapped up in that obsessive, intense, powerful, dark not as in evil, dark as in rich, as an almost decadent energy. I'm just like, I do think this is going to be a really beautiful weekend, but there is just such intense energy. The only other time I felt this kind of intense energy with Scorpio was when around Scorpio season, there's always a full moon in Taurus. And I think it was last year that the full moon happened right on Halloween. Right on Halloween. And that was intensely sensual energy as well. But this is Venus and the moon. With Pluto in retrograde, Pluto's in retrograde still in Capricorn. Mars is still in Virgo. But Pluto is playing off fucking Mars. I'm just telling you. I want to sit back and understand this week. Like I don't want to predict so much as I just want to observe the way people start to act this weekend. And I think it could be really good. I think it could be also really beautiful energy in terms of really like a great time to connect deeply with somebody. But the connections that are made over this with the moon in Scorpio, they're going to be really intense, like borderline obsessive, which doesn't have to be bad. But this is the kind of stuff that like Sid and Nancy kind of relationship. Like, I'm just going to say it. They're not necessarily the healthiest, but nobody will forget about them. That kind of energy. Just letting you guys know. Or if you've been in a long-term relationship, especially Taurus, if you've been in a long-term relationship and there's been shit that you've been bottling, it's coming up now. It's coming up now. You don't have a choice. The dead is walking. Yeah, so let's do this. Oh, today's the day of planting. And oh, no, that's tomorrow. It says, to learn about survival, consult the alligator. The alligator is the animal totem for survival. You know, on the good side, this could be the time, because you know any Scorpios. When a Scorpio energy takes a lot of abuse. But when it's done, it's done. It's completely done. And a Scorpio can just cold-heartedly walk the fuck away when they're done. But you never know when that is. I don't even know if they know when it is. But this would be the energy where you would realize you're fucking done. This would be the energy. So that could be very powerful and strong energy. And I think that will happen to Scorpios or Tauruses. Like, I think that it would be like that sense of like, I'm fucking done. I'm done. It's over. Type of energy. And that could be very powerful, right? That can be very empowering. Make you feel like you got your strength back. And I'm not saying that you're walking away from relationships or people are going to get dumped. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if there's issues that you have not spoken about, this is the time that they're done. This is the time. This could be the time when you are like done. And that could be just like letting it out, getting it all out, purging it, not being scared of what you're scared of, right? Not letting, not being afraid. Where does this wasp keep coming from? Do I have wasps in my house? The fuck? I don't understand. I don't know. Let's get into the reading. This should be a really interesting reading. Remember, that's happening. I love my baby. You're my little pucky bear. We're going to go see your Darlene tomorrow. Yes, we are. She loves my friend Darlene. Darlene is her groomer, but Kisses does not register that. Kisses registers going to Darlene's for grooming as her visiting a girlfriend. Like she walks into her house and she visits the whole family. It's so funny. So Kisses gets her day of beauty tomorrow. Oh, shit. So we have conflict here. Eruption. And this is like, you see that shit flying around? That's a fucking wasp, yo. It's big. Scary. This is, on this side of the card, this is intense confrontation. This is like, people have been fucking with you and now you're fucking back. Like you're standing up for yourself. And there could be some disruptions and eruptions. Right? Confrontation may not be so peaceful. But this is friendship, right? Getting either supported by friends or confrontation leading to friendship. I don't know. We've only got 2 cards on the table. Let's see how far we go. It's almost like, I'm going to say this right now. It's almost like y'all two got to yell at each other and then fuck it out. That's kind of what it feels like. You saw it? It's big, right? I'm like, and I've let this motherfucker out of my house 3 times. How does it keep coming back in? Unless there's like a nest I don't know of. Sorry for the distraction. Your world's about to change. You're walking through a portal. You're done with one part of life and you're on to another. And this is you being released from almost like being released from what you're worried about. Oh, I understand. Something's about to change. You about to get information. You were worried about something, or you felt dumped about something, or you felt set upon by something, or taken advantage of, or you felt vulnerable. You're about to get some information's coming in to release you from that feeling. It doesn't necessarily mean, oh, this is like, could be car accident, could be, I don't mean to say there's going to be car accident, but it could be like something has stopped this process. Something got stopped, or it just stopped. There was failure to proceed and move forward. Oh, okay, this is not a good thing, because this is central energy. And this is leading up to, this is Cancer energy, Scorpio energy. This is death. Like the death card in reverse is usually an actual ending. So when I would see like back to back, the death card in reverse and the chariot in reverse, this is like, this could be a deadly car accident. Usually when I'm doing a personal reading, but like, what could this metaphorically mean? So I just hope that this is what it means metaphorically. There's a complete and total finishing, done. Like I said, being absolutely done with something that you thought was going to move forward. And that scorpionic energy is our central energy. That the end being the end, a finish being a finish. Yeah, something is not moving forward. We're getting this over and over again. Today we are learning that something is not moving forward. Today we are learning that something is not moving forward. What the fuck does this mean? And then we have the Empress. Okay, so that's a lot of 3D wealth and abundance. And this is a bunch of feelings and emotions, opening your heart. Okay. And this is disinterest. Not being ready for something. Watching something go by. Okay. So barring like the physiological, we don't want to go there. This is when we learn that an opportunity is over with. I think we put ourselves out there and we got real disappointed. And this is when the clarification comes in. And I think the clarification is important because at the very least, we deserve a yes or a no, correct? Right? At the very least, we deserve to have somebody be able to maturely come to us and tell us you've been hired, you haven't. Instead of just that energy of like, yeah, we lost something. This is complete failure. We've lost something. I don't know what that is. It's a little fearful, to be honest with you, but yeah, there's information that still needs to come in about this. It's something that we don't understand. We don't understand why we didn't get the opportunity. The answers that were hung up are coming. It's going to be made known to us. So I want to know why, God. I want to know why this chance has failed. What is this death card in reverse? Oh, now it's coming out like creativity. To make us create, to make us be creative. To bring back the fires of inspiration to us. Okay. This could have been, oh yeah, this is, I'm telling you right now, this is not, this in reverse is also like being attacked. Something being attacked, feeling attacked, or an ending of something. This is a lot of pain and a lot of suffering, and now it just keeps coming out more and more and more. I'm not really sure what the fuck this is, but this is sadness. This is an ending. This is having to say goodbye to something that you cared a great deal about, and now you don't have it anymore. Yep. You get word, you get news, it gets sprung upon you. To be honest with you, I'm a little fucking afraid. What does this mean? It could also be you. Let's take it from the personal perspective. It could be you. It could be you completely done and completely ready to just cut ties with shit that has hurt you. Like you are now ready to move on from a situation that confused you and did not provide any answers, or no answers were provided. Right? Or you find yourself in a position of getting attacked, maybe for being open-hearted, maybe for being giving, right? Like everything was caught up, everything was stopped, everything was finished, everything was kind of like stagnated and you didn't know what was going on. Then all of a sudden these answers come and it's really mean. It's really critical. And it's more criticism than you ever deserved. So what do we do about this? Try to be objective as possible. This isn't personal. Remember, the way somebody behaves is more about them than it is about you. Ah, yes. Look at this. It's like the king and queen of swords are talking to each other. They're both face to face, the divine feminine, divine masculine of air signs. This is you being very pragmatic, very objective, and very logical, and simply seeing things objectively. This could be two divine counterparts coming together in terms of inspired by somebody's mind, sick and tired of the passion, inspired by somebody's mind. But this really to me means you are being objective. You're making a very clear decision based on very clear and hurtful energy. And you are moving in a new direction. Look at 8 of Cups. You're walking the fuck away. You're walking the fuck away. Is there disappointment here? There is disappointment. But you know what there's more of? Liberation. Liberation. A new start and a new beginning. Yeah, there's total defeat. Total defeat here. Total defeat. Who's defeated though? Who's defeated? Who's defeated? Hard work. Somebody who did hard work, but they did hard work to be noted for it, to be seen for it. They were almost like martyrdom. This is kind of like the martyrdom card. Taking on too much work and expecting to be like heralded for it. Like it's almost like you expected to be praised for hard work that you did, but you weren't. You weren't even taken seriously. And so whoever treated you like this, you're kind of done with them. You're kind of done. You're kind of done. I think this is us being absolutely done and ready to walk away. Oh, 10 of Pentacles is here. Where? How? It's kind of like, it's almost like, it's redirecting you to what's going to really make you happy. I think it's redirecting you to show you, because there's loyalty here, right? There's the dog. It's almost like you're going to be redirected to what's really loyal to you. What's really good for you. In other words, and I said this in the weekly astrology forecast, between now and tomorrow, the next 24 hours is when it becomes really fucking clear who has got you and who doesn't. That's what this is. And there's going to be a lot of doors being closed, not on you, by you. That's what this is. It's like there's just a lot of, I can let this go now. Because I know that it's not for me. I know that it's not good for me. I know that it's not right for me. I know that I expect better. I expect to be treated better. And I wasn't treated good. So I'm fucking done. And this does have to do with some loss or some cold shoulder or some lack of appreciation. But ultimately, I feel like you're gaining self-esteem from this. I just feel like you're gaining a sense of, you know what? You fucking shut me out and closed that door for the last time. I ain't knocking no more. In fact, I'm about to seal this bitch up with concrete. I'm not sealing myself in. I'm going out over here. There's no more door anymore. It's completely done. And you know, that's what that Cancer energy and Scorpio energy in reverse, that's what happens with Cancers and with Scorpios. When they're fucking done, they're done. They're done to a point where it's like you never existed. It's almost crazy. But they take a lot of abuse and they hang on for a long time. Well, Scorpios take a lot of abuse. Cancerians, we just cling. We'll make all kinds of fucking excuses. But when you're done, you're done. And right here, there's almost suddenly a rational understanding. I have done, and that's the big thing with water signs, is we feel like, but have I done everything that I can do? And this is when you realize you have done more than everything that you can do. You have done everything that you can do. It wasn't enough. It still failed. There were still stops. Nothing moved forward. Well, guess fucking what? That door is now, not only is it closed, that I'm literally tearing down the wall. So building up a new one where there's never been a door. There's no re-entry here. I am closing this up. That's kind of what this is. And the reason is because now you're ready to move on in new directions to what actually does appreciate you. And then almost immediately you start to see it. You start to like level up because Venus and the moon in Scorpio, loyalty is huge. And you're going to be able to pick that out like a motherfucking bloodhound sniffs its prey. Like, this is when you sort of redirect yourself to what is really for you. And with like cold-hearted intensity. That's why the King and Queen of Swords is here. With cold-hearted intensity, you're finished. You're really fucking done. And there's a power to it. That's why the King and Queen of Swords are upright. But the Ace of Swords is in reverse. And that's really scary. Because sometimes that can even represent assassination. That could be an injury, a painful injury, or a painful death. And so it doesn't have to be a physical death. It could just be like, it took a long time for you to realize and clear this up in your own brain. It took a lot and it was painful to realize no matter what I do, I'm not going to win here. Because they just don't appreciate the work that I do. So ultimately, I do have choices. I am not stuck. Do I want to continue to live in this constant suffering, be stuck in the suffering? There's constant conflict. Fuck that shit. That's why the King and Queen of Swords are both here and they're both upright. Your head is very clear. You are making this decision pragmatically and intelligently. And you are deciding to go into a different direction because you want happiness. And there is happiness and abundance. All of this has happened. All of this pain that's been exposed, all of it has happened for one reason, to direct you to the path of abundance. And it's going to be very clear, is what I think I'm trying to articulate. I hope I'm like whatever's happening here, it's going to be very clear. It's going to be clear. Let's go to the moon. The moon will play a big role in this. What did I say? What did I say? Nothing will come of this situation. Void of course. Nothing will come of this situation. You can, like, there's your answer. You can expect nothing from this situation. Nothing. And by this time in the week, everybody who cares about you has gotten in touch with you. You can be sure of that. You can be sure of it. Because that's what the Libra moon was about. That's what the Libra moon was about. Giving people a chance. Open yourself up to people. Trying to see both sides of it. We're still in the final moment of the Libra moon. Void, of course, is happening soon, though. So ultimately, no. And this is what Third Eye Chakra came out, is awakening, realizing. You may not want the answer, but you're going to get the answer, and the answer is very important for you to accept. Third Eye Chakra means on some level, you already knew this. On some level, you already understood this. Okay. Mending is here. So nothing that's happened, as bad as it's as bad as it may have hurt, it can, like, you will heal. And I think maybe some relationships are on the mend. Because like I said, This is good stuff. Poised. You're ready. You're ready to start something new. You're ready for this ending. I think that this is why it's so big. This is why it's so intense, is that you're actually ready for it. You want the fucking fireworks. Why? Because you need it. You need it to be completely done with it. You need to feel it, to heal it, to release it. And you're ready for something new. You're ready for cleaning up. It's like batter down the hatches. Like this is like the aftermath kind of energy. This is aftermath energy. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready for things to be decimated so I can move on from them. You're ready. And you will mend from this. Not only will you mend from this, you'll be even better from this. You'll be even better from this. I love this energy. Things are about to become real clear. Cooperation. This is about your dealings with other people. We already knew that. We already knew that. This is about your dealings with other people and you being prepared. You being prepared. You don't have to come in blazing or shooting, but you come in prepared. Bring peace, but be ready. Right? And this is about cooperation. This could be about the power you get from other people or how others empower you or how they don't. But power is about knowing your strengths and being certain of yourself and secure in your own strengths. You can handle this, especially amongst and around other people. This could be competitiveness. This could be showing up for a competition, but it's not just about a competition. It's not really about competition. It's about bring your A game, be ready. This is about owning your own power. It's intimidating at the very least, Mar. It's a little bit intimidating. It's definitely. But that's what I love about, this is why I love about the energy, because I'm a little scared too. It's going to be fucking obvious. Like, I guess ultimately what this energy is saying is this shit ain't subtle. Because of all this Libra energy with the moon in Libra right now, and Venus is coming out of Libra, it's like we have, let's put it this way. Like think about Libra, think how Venus acts in Libra, think how the moon acts in Libra. We have tried to do everything that we can do in this situation with this other person, with this partnership, with this group, whatever it is, wherever it's coming at you in your life. We've tried all that we can. Because in Libra, the moon and Venus tries real hard to be very diplomatic. It can't help itself. It wants the best through diplomacy and peace. Trying to balance everything out, almost working too hard to save something. Which really means we have done all we can fucking do. And then bam, both of them get slammed into Scorpio for one fucking reason. What is Scorpio energy? Pluto energy, the destroyer. It's like, okay, now I know who wants to work with me and who isn't. Now I know who's going to answer my calls, who's going to answer my texts. Now I know who I can depend on to fucking pick up the workloads and get their work into me on time so the project succeeds. Now I fucking know. I've been as friendly as fucking possible. There's no friendlier energy than fucking Libra. Okay? That energy is gonna give you your partnerships chances that it doesn't even deserve. You have done all you can do, and that's why Scorpio's coming in to fucking wipe up. Be like, I sat there and I did all I could fucking do. All I could do, I did. And this bitch right here is getting the axe. I'm telling you, as soon as it hits, you're gonna know who's gonna go and who's gonna stay. It's going to be you. You're the one with the power. That's what I think I want you to understand. There's all these other motherfuckers, and then there's you. You're the one with the power. You choose. You choose. This is about your choice. This is about your choice. Who goes and who stays. About your choice. I love it. And that's why I feel so empowered right now. At a time when you're most vulnerable, when you're most down, you're going to see who's going to come through for you. And that's going to be clear. And they're going to think they left you for dead. You ain't dead. You're playing dead to see who thinks they can get one over on you. This is ambush predator shit. I'm telling you right now. The trap is being set, and you're the one setting it. I am connected. Look at how innocent and sweet this is. And that's kind of what this is. Why does Scorpio energy happen? Why does it exist? To purify. It's the ultimate purifier. Death is the ultimate purifier. Sadness, sorrow, suffering, ultimate purifier. The cleansing and purging that comes out of your soul leaves you for one, it sets you up for one thing, complete rebirth. Complete reconnection and a deeper connection to that which is loyal and that which is true, and which is God's space. Like that's what the cycle, the Scorpionic cycle connects us to, is God's space. The resurrective, the unkillable, right? The butterfly energy, there's part of the caterpillar that is undestroyable. And that's the part that is left to create the butterfly. It's a tremendously powerful energy. And this is when it happens. And that's why I think this is such a beautiful weekend. Because you have, look at all this. You've been through all this shit. We're looking at destruction. And then we look at something brand new, something pure. Something more beautiful than it ever could have been if it didn't all fall apart. Something brand new is waiting to enter your life. And it's beautiful. And all it needs now is for all this old shit to be burned down. You ever see that scene? I have never seen a more Scorpio scene than that scene from Waiting to Exhale when Angela Bassett's character takes all her ex-husband's shit. You know the scene. I know you know the fucking scene. She takes her ex-husband's shit. Her ex-husband, who she put through law school, who was cheating on her with his secretary, acting like she's a sloppy bitch that just needs to move out of his house. You know that scene. She takes all his shit, puts it into his car, puts gasoline all the fuck around it, and sets that shit on fire. And she is sitting there smoking a cigarette when that goddamn fire department comes. And she is like, they won't even touch her. They won't even touch her. They don't arrest her. They don't go near her. It's just like, ma'am, are you okay? And she just sits there looking at him, smoking her fucking cigarette. Like that's what I mean by the destruction before the phoenix. Before, this is her time to actually live for herself. Because up until that point in her life, she always lived for her husband and her family. Not that it's bad to be a mom, of course, or that she stopped loving her children. But this character is now as horribly decimated as she feels. She is now more free than she's ever been in her entire life. Not even the law can touch her. Not even the law will touch her. And the reason why is because in that moment, as crazy as she seems and as destructive as her behavior is, she is completely in the right. What she has done is balanced. And balance doesn't always look pretty. And that's the problem with Libra energy. It always wants shit to look pretty because it's Venus driven. So it wants everything to look beautiful and pretty all the time. And it mistakes it, low vibrational Libra energy, mistakes that for balance. And that's not balance. You can't always keep shit pretty to balance shit out. Sometimes shit gotta get real fucking ugly to balance itself out. And that's what's happening today. Think volcanoes, think hurricanes, think earthquakes. God forbid out in California, I don't even want to think about it. But think about that kind of shit popping off. And it's happening not because the Lord hates us and wants to smite us, but because the universe has a natural way of balancing itself out, and destruction is part of that balance. And this is when it kind of like sets through. And on large scales, it's scary. But on personal levels, it's liberating. It's really liberating. So this is a time of powerful liberation for us. And as I'm talking, look at the 2 cards that came out. And this should help you rest assured. Moving forward, get ready for positive change. Good fortune, invite magic in. What I say about magic. Wow. And that was picked up in the reading too, right? Because the last cards that finally came out was this. And that's beautiful. You will move forward in very good fortune. Some shit, and on the bottom of the deck, we have this, the dragonfly, which is transformation, moving on to leveling up. It's transforming to level up. Oh, yeah. Hell is all this? Third eye chakra, we got this again. Ether, we got this again. The seamless and the unspeakable. This, I'm telling you, this is all cosmic destined. This has always been cosmic destined. And this is all third eye chakra opening up and awareness. And then we have this furried and feathered friends, and then luminescence. Luminescence. There's something here with just the truth. Animals speak the truth. There's something here about animals speaking the truth, or animals guiding you to your truth. Watch your spirit totems, watch your animal totems, but also watch the animals in your home. There's something here about truth through animals. And then there is this sense of luminescence, things being illuminated, things becoming clear. Light in the dark. Wow. These energies, I told you, they blew me away. This whole week blew me away. All of the readings have been very powerful. Multifaceted. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about. So in some ways, and this is what I thought when I first saw these 2 cards, in terms of partnership, we may have to go through this really difficult time together to know who the fuck each other is, to really find each other. Because sometimes it's only through stressful situations, when we're put through the fire, then we'd really know who somebody is. This could be the ultimate test of the relationship right now. It's going to play out differently for all of us. And look what pops out. Gratitude. Make gratitude your new attitude. The stars will shine brighter upon you. All in your world will become lighter. Start saying thank you. Divine intervention. You may feel frustrated because something stalls or comes to a standstill. Progress seems painfully slow, yet this is a blessing. It is divine intervention at work. When the timing is in perfect harmony, all will come to fruition. This is going to surprise you what this is. Vision. And this is all the third eye chakra. A positive outcome requires a positive vision. Visualize everyone in your present situation surrounded by light and love. Make sure to include yourself also. Your love has the power to influence and transform the current events. This could be what it's really trying to make us realize. Third eye chakra opening up. realizing our own psychic ability. And I talked about that in the Scorpio video, realizing how powerful you are, realizing how powerful your thoughts are. If we want to not necessarily avoid the confrontation, but we want to learn from it, and we want to survive it, and we want to triumph from it, this is a sense of, okay, well, imagine yourself triumphing from it. Like, what do you want this situation? This is how powerful you are right now. How do you want this situation to come out looking? Out of all the conflict and all the craziness that needs to happen, how does your perfect version of this happen? Let's go into this one last thing. Think global. I feel it. So in other words, this is telling me this could happen on a large scale. You are being encouraged to spread your wings. Think outside the square. You are a citizen of the world. Expand your vision. Imagine the world within your heart. Embrace it. Surround it with love. Let it be, and so it will be. But you have to go through the craziness in order to get to the sanity. There is no escape clause here. There is no shortcut. That's not, in Scorpionic energy, that's not the point. The point is you earn your resurrection through your death. You suffer in order to rise. Because there's a lesson in it. There's an expanded compassion and empathy in it. Now it doesn't mean that all y'all gonna suffer like crazy. This could be the time when all y'all who have suffered like crazy, when all that shit suddenly makes sense and you see that you're gonna start to rise. You may actually start to see how powerful all your suffering has been, so you begin to rise. This could be the first time you use your wings. Because I don't think everybody's suffering is going to start today. I think a lot of people have been suffering for a long time or have been through a great deal of suffering. And now it's like, now you're going to see what all that was for. It's going to be a very beautiful weekend. And I keep getting that feeling that this is a beautiful weekend. So you guys let me know. We're going to reconvene on Monday. Please, no, we're not, because this is not Friday. We're going to reconvene tomorrow. Let's see how it's starting to impact us, because the moon is still in Libra right now. Let's see how it's begun to impact us, right? And then we'll reconvene on Monday to sort of see what the fuck is going on, because that will be really interesting. I love you guys. And yeah, I'm going to go work on the videos. You can expect Cancer, Leo, and Virgo up tomorrow by 9 a.m. over here on the West Coast, by 1 over on the East Coast, and by 6 p.m. over in Western Europe. Not that all the rest of y'all don't count, but I can't figure out all the time zones. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But, thank you so much. Kisses right back to you. I'm so, but listen, clearly something powerful is going to be happening this weekend. So, pray and extend that gratitude. It will not only help, it'll help direct energy in a favorable direction, in a direction that you can handle. It'll give you, I think it'll give you a leg up. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.